my channel. So I haven't done a video like this on my channel before, so I thought why not, seeing as we're coming into those summer months and we want to get a little bit more colorful and playful with our makeup and incorporate color. So we don't always have to incorporate color on the eyes. We can do that just by throwing on a really nice bold lip, and it just spruces up a look, an outfit. It can honestly just do the most for you, so why not? So I wanted to show you kind of like a makeup look, an eye makeup look that is gonna A, suit everyone, and B, be really easy to do, and C, suit any kind of lip color. So I hope you like this makeup look. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos, but for now I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Okay guys, let's get right into it. But before I do, I just want to mention the lip balm that I have on. I always get questions about what lip balm I have, and it's the Dr. Lipp Original Nipple Balm. I'm sure you've heard of this. It was originally created for the nip, you know. I'm guessing it's for those ladies that were breastfeeding. I mean, why else would you put anything there? But let's not get into it. Let's just not get into it. So I'm actually going to start off with face makeup today, and I'm going to go in with this is the Mercier foundation primer. This is Radiance Bronze. I really want to go for like a nice light skin bronzy kind of makeup. That is bronzy. I don't want anything too heavy on the skin. I'm thinking not even to do full coverage for this makeup look. Like, that's mad. This gives your skin like a really nice tint. Okay, so next up I'm gonna go in with, you guessed it, Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX11. Do I need to repeat myself? You know what I'm gonna do, you know where I'm gonna put it, but for those of you that are new, I will repeat myself. So this is just going over any discoloration, any scarring, like right here, just anywhere you get a bit of redness. It's just gonna cover things up really nicely and quickly because it's nice and full coverage, but I don't want to apply this really heavily, just nice and lightly. Okay, so moving on to foundation, I've got the Marc Jacobs. This is the Shameless foundation. This is actually one of their newer ones, and it is very different in comparison to their other one, which is the full coverage. This is really nice and lightweight. I have this in the shade Y390, and legit, it is such a perfect match. And I'm basically going to apply this using a duo fiber brush. I know I'm going to get loads of questions. This is the MAC 159 brush, and I just want to really lightly work this into the skin. So this kind of reminds me of MAC Face and Body, but I feel like it doesn't set as runny and it takes less time to kind of build it up. It's still got that kind of really nice light consistency. So this foundation's really nice light coverage, definitely buildable. And I wouldn't say it sets matte at all. It's just kind of gives you like a skin-like finish. At the moment, I'm really into a light makeup, like a light base, you know, where it looks like, you know, your makeup is on. Still want that look where your makeup's on, you still look polished, but not full coverage. Let's move on to concealing the dark circles, and I'm taking my Kylie Jenner concealer. I've got this in the shade Maple, so I'm not even going to go too heavy with the concealer under my eyes either. Okay, if you're gonna go heavy on anything, go heavy on the concealer under the eyes, not the foundation, okay? Because, you know, the dark circles can't be peeping through. We're not about that life. I like how runny this concealer is and full coverage. It allows you time to do all your contouring and all of that in between, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna contour, and I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. And this is really good because it sets nice and like matte. I'm gonna just blend the contour in while that concealer just sits there and gets, I don't know, it just marinates, you know, because I don't really like to blend the concealer out when it's too runny. I have less control over it, so I like it where it's a bit tacky, it's gonna stay, and it's a little bit tougher. And you kind of just want to work the contour in first before doing that, so that when you blend the concealer out, it's got something to blend out into, if that makes sense. You kind of want to merge them rather than have separate lines. Okay, so now that concealer is all blended out, I'm going to set that all in place with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This powder is my holy grail. I love this stuff. So I just like to apply this quite heavily under the eyes, but we're not really going to be baking with it. We just want to apply it and then let it sit for a second and then dust it off. When it comes to the forehead, I'm really, really lightly just patting this powder on. We're gonna go in with a different powder to set the face makeup, but I really lightly want to apply this in any areas where I get oily or I don't want it to budge. So to set the face makeup, I'm gonna use the EX1 Pure Crushed Minerals Powder Foundation. What a tongue twister. I've got this in the shade 10, so I only like to use a small amount, really lightly. I'm barely, like, I'm literally skimming my face. I'm really, really lightly just gonna dust this all over. So as you can see, it looks like I've got like proper good base makeup on. It almost looks like I've got the whole full coverage thing going on, but I haven't. It's actually really, really nice and lightweight on the skin. That's what I was kind of going for, but I want to keep it really nice and glowy and fresh. So I'm gonna go in with this bronzer by Buxom. It's in the shade Maldives. This is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna apply this over the top of where we've already contoured, just to warm up the skin slightly further and to add that sheen. Okay, so bronzer is on, and I don't know if I like tilt my head. Can you see that glow? Can you see the sheen? Oh, yes! Right, for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with Becca Champagne Pop. I feel like nothing screams silky skin, silky glowy highlight more than this. So this is just gonna go in the usual places, top of the cheekbones, also just down the bridge of my nose, at the tip, on my forehead, everywhere. Okay, so then we're gonna add a bit of blush, and I'm gonna take the Milani Luminoso blusher. It's a really beautiful peachy kind of blush. That's what we wanna go for. Again, we just want something that looks nice and light and natural on the skin, but it's also got a slight sheen to it to add to that healthy glow. So we want to move on to the eyes now. So I'm going to take a bit of that concealer that we used under the eyes, the Kylie Jenner one, and I'm literally just going to take it really lightly just above the crease, just because we're going to actually be going in with a cream shadow on the lid, but for this part we need something for the shadow to stick to. So for the eyeshadow, I'm gonna take this new Urban Decay Beached eyeshadow palette. How cute is this packaging? It's giving me summer holiday vibes. And then if I can open it, look how lovely these shades are. I love it. So you've got your really nice neutral tones and then some pops of blue. So I'm gonna start off by taking this shade right here, which is called Daybreak. So I'm gonna apply this just through the crease, and this is gonna be our transitional color. So this is what everything else is gonna blend into, but I'm just taking this back and forth in the crease. So then I'm gonna take a cream eyeshadow stick, which I am not really used to using too much. I do like them. I've used them before in the past. I'm not sure I've used them so much on my channel before, but I've actually recently really gotten into them just because they are so quick and easy to apply. They set really nicely. Your other eyeshadows go on top of them well. They pop better. I don't know. I just really like them and I'm really into them. And you don't actually have to use eyeshadow on top if you don't want to. You can just stick on a stick, blend it out, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna apply the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon one, and this is in the shade Bronzed Garnet. Now it says on here it's great for green eyes, but your girl's got brown eyes and it looks good. So this is just gonna go onto the lid, and you don't have to be too neat with it. We are gonna blend it out. I don't know if you can see, but I'm like literally not taking it all the way up to the crease. I'm just applying it, and then with a brush I'm just gonna blend out those edges. So I'm just gonna take it back and forth, and this is just with a clean brush, no product on it, just to run along that edge. And if the shade goes into the crease, that's absolutely fine. Like, look at that, that literally took seconds, and honestly, that is like such quick, easy eye makeup. If you wanted to leave it like this, you totally could. I'm also going to run that same eyeshadow stick just along my lower lash line, but mainly on the outer 2/3, and then just go ahead and blend it out just to soften it up. You don't want it to look really harsh. Okay, so then just to add a little something into the look, I'm gonna go back into this same palette. I didn't just get out of palette just for one transitional shade. I obviously wanted to use a little bit more, but I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and it's called 16th Street, and it's a really lovely bronzy shadow basically. And I'm just gonna pop this over the lid where we've already applied that cream shadow. And I'm going to start by applying it in the inner 2/3, and I might leave the last section of the eye so it almost looks like we've applied a darker shadow here and it's got that gradient. Right, so shadow is on and I really like how that looks. It actually looks like I've done so much more work than I actually have, and it was so easy and quick. So I'm gonna go in with the Revolution Pro. It's their Supreme Pigment Gel Eyeliner in the shade Brown. So it's basically a gel pencil, so super nice and easy to work with. And I don't want to use black. I feel like you can totally wear black if you want to. You can do a wing liner, you can do the most, you can do whatever you want. It's makeup, there's no rules. But I feel like for me personally, because I'm going with the softer look, I just want to keep it a little bit softer on the eyes. So I'm going to go in with a brown liner just to line the lash line. And these are so creamy to apply. Like honestly, I barely need to touch and they just go on. And I'm just getting really nice and close to my lash line. And it's not too light of a brown where you can't see it. And it's not too dark where you might as well wear a black. And that edge, I like to just use the brush that I use to blend in the cream pigment, the cream stick, sorry, just to kind of mesh them into each other so that you don't see where it stops. It kind of just fades out into the darkness. And I'm also gonna run this just along my lower waterline, on my inside waterline right there. So that's basically the eye makeup done, and we're gonna finish it off with some mascara and some falsies. And I'm gonna go in with my favorite mascara, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's so good, I love this stuff. So I'm just gonna apply a couple of coats of this onto my top lashes and a little bit on my bottom also. Right, so I'm just gonna apply my falsies, and I'm going in with my favorites, which are the Lilly lashes in the style Ash Comb. I've used these billions of times. They're just like the most perfect in-between lash. Like they're not too full on and glam, and they're also not really light. However, you could wear a really nice light pair of lashes, or you could just, if you've got long lashes and you've whacked on the mascara, you could actually just leave it there. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna apply these falsies, and you wanna get them really nice and close to your lash line. Okay, so lashes are on, and I just want to finish off the inner corners of the eyes with something that's gonna make it pop a little bit. And I'm gonna take the shade Blaze from the same eyeshadow palette. So it's a really nice light gold, and this is literally just gonna go right in the inner corners. I always feel like this ties the makeup look together, the eye makeup, and it just gives it a really nice finish. Okay, finally for the lips, I'm gonna go in with a color that I used to wear so much. It's a color that I used to wear, but this product wasn't out back then. I am such a nude lip kind of girl. You know, I always rock my nude lips, but back in the day, like Aren't You early on YouTube, would never ever wear a nude lip. It just wasn't my thing. It wasn't my look, and I would always wear a bold lip. I felt like I hadn't made the effort if I didn't wear a bold lip. So I'm going to start off by lining my lips with my NYX Suede lip liner. You guys know I love these lip pencils, and this is in the shade Cherry Skies. I feel like the goldy eyeshadows, bronzy eyeshadows, they are perfect to go with any color bold lip. For liquid lipstick, I'm going to apply this NARS one, and this is actually a mini version. This is in the shade Cherry Bomb. Oh my god, Cherry Skies lip liner, Cherry Bomb lipstick. How cute, that was not planned. I'm just going to apply this all over the lips. Finally, I'm just going to give the face a spritz with my MAC Fix Plus spray, really lightly. And then I'm also just going to go in with a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray as well. So guys, here we have the finished makeup look. I hope you really like it. I feel like this look is so wearable for day or night time, and I'm totally feeling the bold color bold lip color vibes. Let me know if you like this kind of lip color, or you want me to include more bold lips in my tutorials, because I know I do nude a lot, but your girl loves the nudes, you know. But anyway guys, I really hope you like this makeup look. I hope you recreate it. It's super easy, super quick. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Comment down below, let me know what you thought, let me know what else you want to see, and obviously don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more. You can also keep up with me on all of my socials. Everything will be linked down below in the description box for you, so make sure you check those out. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!